talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders taking on Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Howell from the gun. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hello, Camp Crystal Lake. I know. You, I know. It's been 2 weeks since I last played this football.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hello.
Again, it'll be
I hope you're doing okay.
And he's going to pull his way down to about
Good to see you.
1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
Get in there. Nice.
It's out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
On first down, Stidham. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now Stidham on first down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Williams running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Stidham. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground with Williams. And nowhere run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Stidham to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But I hope everyone's doing well. Good to see you all here tonight. Just kind of laid back stream, chilling, playing some football. It's been it's been a while since we played some football. But I know things are kind of been slow as of late. But I'm glad you're all here. Hope you're all doing well.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now.
Hard to believe that preseason football starts next month already.
Won't come so easy again.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Howell going to go for it.
No, of course.
One, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Howell. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Howell now to throw it. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
David Wolfie, hello. Good to see you. Wolfie wants to announce that
because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Well, he better smell good. Such a good puppy.
So the big play gets
Such a good puppy she is.
Now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's going to try and go deep again.
Ooh.
And it'll be
incomplete.
Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute.
Hopefully it was nice and refreshing and relaxing for you. I always enjoy taking a bath, but I like showers as well. Pass interference. Nice.
And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more
I'm sure Wolfie will love to see my Ducks video in my shorts.
There, and the penalty will go against him.
I got another video coming soon.
Robinson up the middle, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards. yards down to the 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Is it very windy out there today?
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's now consecutive.
Or you got that wildfire
smoke.
smoke.
The first down.
I think you guys got the worst of it today. No, I don't know those guys.
Robinson with another carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Hello, Joseph. How you doing? Hope work is going okay for you.
Robinson.
I saw you over at Ken's.
Touchdown, Washington. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic.
Oh, you bought it.
Almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run?
Just got home, had chicken wings, homemade. Just watch the very end of NASCAR. Did you see that Spain one?
Sly on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Yeah, Spain won.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
So we're back to football.
Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches
just use
to
any
know
cup,
that they've got a kicker who can
right?
nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First down. Come on.
He's going to get a solid
Nope.
gain of 9
Second
before
down.
being
Cool.
brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just
Brother
strike back with a
Dave
touchdown
laughed
right
at
here.
says
It's a long play,
Swoopy.
so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a
Nah,
little bit
she
after
won't
you
do
just give
that.
up the
Just
score.
love bites.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd and 5. Stidham. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder.
I got to get her to go in that big doghouse. Nice. She's getting a little crazy where I got her mad.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Joey Logano.
Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
My brother's real big into NASCAR.
This drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets this up past
has some chicken, some rice, and some mixed veggies, squash, and zucchini. I believe it was.
The 31 now on 1st and 10.
For dinner tonight.
Now Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be
you got 2 pops,
one.
a hot dog, and some rice. Nice.
Here now a 3rd down.
I like corn dogs. Maybe I'll get me a hot dog tomorrow. A chili cheese dog. A chili dog.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That
Go to the Dairy Queen, get me
to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I don't know.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Ouch. Sounds good. Sounds delicious.
41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset.
You got the Vienna ones.
Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off.
Run it wide left.
the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stidham. Short. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. There he goes left side.
Boom.
And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commander's
just for you, Joseph.
On the scoop and score.
And everyone else lurking.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense
take it to the house.
Offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
I can't believe Charles won already. Like, where did the weekend go? But I'm hoping for a good week.
It's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Heck yeah, N.O.R.A. See, listen. Yep, I know. I always have to listen to Joseph. Joseph Grohl is always right. Woo.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
I know at least this week, I know one day I'm going to be having spaghetti for dinner, and another meal I'm probably going to have is chicken enchiladas from the store, from Sam's Club.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football is
so I need to know, plan on, I should probably hold off on getting a chili dog. It sounds good.
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
I went to the Dairy Queen on Friday, got me a Oreo flurry. I got me an Oreo flurry. Did some trackside stuff. Got me an Oreo flurry.
Sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier where they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Hugs to all of you. Oh, I know you're only teasing. It's okay. That's the whole point of coming here, to have fun, forget about the world, and just to have a good time. Laugh, joke, and just have a good time. We're all family here, and you know, it's great.
For about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd.
Hello, the Redneck Connection. Good to see you. Yeah.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Dixon now to punt it away.
Yep. We are family. All my sisters and brothers are Nora's friends.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 17-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Robinson.
That's a $2 fine there, Ken, for yelling in my chat, okay? That's a $2 fine.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise, I know was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Well, hey, come on now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Robinson. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot
technically,
of good for your entire offense.
Technically, I cannot say that. For yelling in the chat, Ken, you owe me a $2 shot collar. There you go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Or is it $2 shot collar? I don't know.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Run.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
I watched a big-time Fortnite player. He streams on YouTube, and for every time somebody donates to his channel, like a super chat, he'll say, "Thank you for the $1 shot collar," or $5 shot collar. Instead of saying thank you for the donation, thank you for the super chat, he just says it differently.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense.
I'm just a NORA.
almost felt like it take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th and 14. We're not going nowhere.
Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Hello, Adam.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a
For now, I am.
down.
Yes.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body.
I just play to have fun anymore. I don't care about winning or losing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational
So what's new? How is everyone doing?
Offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
You are leaving me. Oh, okay, Joseph. Joseph has to go to bed. He's tired. I don't blame you.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, I appreciate that, Joseph.
Robinson gets the toss on the right
Always
side.
good to see you.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage.
Good to see everybody here.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking
You
at
know,
3rd and 13.
Hopefully we can have some new friends.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I appreciate y'all for being here tonight. Hope y'all are doing well. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe. It's free. I know I've not said that in a long time. Love you long time.
Surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
Yeah.
And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Playing a little bit of football tonight. Win, lose, or draw, we're still going to play. We're still going to be here.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's okay, Joseph. I understand. We all have days like that.
They're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off.
I played Fortnite earlier today for about 5 hours. It was fun.
And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We'll be back to Fortnite tomorrow for Mastery Monday. And then Tuesday should be another Fortnite stream. Wednesday I changed some stuff around this week. I'm moving Minecraft to Wednesday instead of Friday this week. And Friday we're going to do a panel stream. Hopefully that goes out smoothly. Because Saturday is Christmas in July. Hard to believe. It's already that time of the year, folks. It's already here.
We're in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Well, if you really want me to, Dave, I can.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
Well, Saturday is July 25th.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Christmas in July, also known as Christmas in summer in the Northern Hemisphere, and Christmas in winter or midwinter Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere, is the second Christmas celebration held on July 25th. That falls outside of the traditional period of Christmas made.
Notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, "Be aggressive, stay aggressive." Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points?
It's centered on declared Christmas-themed activities and entertainment, including small gatherings, seasonal entertainment, and shopping. July Christmas celebrations typically accommodate those living in the Southern Hemisphere, where they experience winter at that time.
clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
In the northern hemisphere, the climate is not hot or either sunny or rainy with thunderstorms as opposed to the cold and snowy conditions. Some people throw parties during the July that mimic Christmas celebration, bringing the atmosphere of Christmas, but with warmer temperatures. Parties include Santa Claus, ice cream, and other cold foods and gifts. So it's just another,
Now they need 15 yards
I don't know, it's just something.
Looking to throw. Howell.
Like what Charlie Brown said, it's just commercial.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot in
No,
the deep ball.
it's just
But
the way to,
oftentimes it attracts a little bit
you
of
know.
extra attention, and it did on that
I
play.
mean it's true, but every holiday, that's how people do it anymore.
So they'll come up after the
We need a national
incompletion for
N.O.R.A.
second down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
Well,
Power his way up near the 25.
we kind of do have a national N.O.R.A. Day, but it's unofficial N.O.R.A. Day.
No surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Howell throwing on third down here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he
So,
still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50
August
ball or a
25th,
moment of truth,
September
he's
25th,
gotta win more than his fair
October
share of them as well.
25th.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, it would have been fourth
But
down.
what about Halloween, Camp Crystal
How
Lake?
about that for a changeover?
I
They're
thought
all the way
Halloween
down
should be
inside the
year-round.
40 now for 1st and 10. Howell's thrown to the hands of McLaurin.
I mean,
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man
I used to
wrecking
live
crew
with
these last couple of
some
plays.
friends of
This time
mine,
18
and it felt like Halloween
first down.
year-round for me.
Together there in breaking routes.
That was fun to
With
watch.
excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, all sorts of fun stuff.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Back to throw. Howell. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little
Hello,
more
Bob.
aggressive in this
Good to see you.
situation.
How you
They're
doing?
almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Robinson up the middle.
Good to see you all here.
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Woo, woo,
Third
woo.
down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%.
He said stone
6 out of 10
cold,
thus
stone
far.
cold.
This is going to be 3rd and 13.
That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Operating from the gun. Howell.
He's not very good at Fortnite.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just an
The
FYI.
opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space.
I should have got Liv
Couldn't
Morgan.
uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Sly able
Get
to
in there.
put this one
There we
through.
go. Nice. Nice.
Open their lead up out to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think
but I got me some new skins for Fortnite.
So even though you block a touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Yep.
Confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once,
I do
you go back out there and get it done
like your
again.
Fortnite skin.
No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Stidham.
Get in there, get him. No, nope, nope.
Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 78 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. Start on the ground with Robinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Robinson with another carry.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here now, 2nd and 4. They run the draw here with Robinson. Wiggles free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try.
Do a little bit of dance. Doing a little bit of love. Get down tonight. Okay, there you go, Dave. Just for you. I sung. But thank you all for being here. We're about 29 minutes in till halftime. Hopefully y'all doing good. Great to see you all here.
Try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for too early. That's what people are wondering about.
Joey slide out, a kickoff.
It's nice to take a break from football. Nice kick.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go.
So
They play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive.
Get him, get him. Nice.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down, Stidham to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion right goes Sutton. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
So what's new? Anything new?
So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
Hopefully everybody's having a great day.
With our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
So we're almost done with July.
Maybe not counted on to be that
Hard to believe we're almost done. We're halfway through the year already. It's crazy.
But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
Get him. There we go. Nice sack.
He's taken down.
They're down.
Cox from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on
Just punting already. Just punting it.
From the shotgun.
Nope. Nope.
Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
That's a rip.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47. to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Some hot water now.
All right,
after
so
that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Second 21.
He'll drop to throw.
Here we go. Nice.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
3rd and 18. Cool.
Gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just kind of a chilled, laid back stream, playing some football.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Nope.
The kick by Lutz is good.
Okay. All right. Be that way. Fine. Be that way. And what are we tied now?
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to
Good
get
thing
the field goal
we
to
went
cut
for
into
2.
that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders.
You gotta be locked in.
If they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
Gotta get that first down.
And things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Overshot it.
That's it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates.
Nice catch. Get that first down.
They will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they go play action with Howell. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
Nice.
Launches deep.
First down.
Jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Just running up the middle.
Again, it's Robinson.
Go.
161 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Get in there. There you go. Nice. Nice job.
Touchdown, Commanders. Alex Arma. It's a 1-yard
time to drive the battle bus.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
It's all right. Get that ball back.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Going to look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. That's taken in by Dulcich. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Okay.
Now it's Stidham.
That's Zach. Let's go. Get him. There we go. There we go. They're nice.
And he cannot avoid the pressure
Nice
as
job.
the Washington pass rush gets home.
If you want some, come get some.
10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
F-A-F-O.
That play was hard to see. One play goes
Boom.
wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long, but they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on
That's a
2nd
great
and
play.
inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stidham to throw.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. All right. All right. That's kind of my fault.
The other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's right.
7 catches for him now in this last one.
1st and 10.
First down.
Now how about this throw right here?
Come on,
to
D.
throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost
You rolled
opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure
61.
that time.
Nice.
And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing again here, Stidham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is
There's no way you're going to make it.
And this will be spotted on the other side
Absolutely
of the field.
no.
It's a 61-yard attempt.
Denver does not know how to kick.
But it's no good. Line to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10. Just gotta keep on the ground.
And he's going to take
Get
this
first down.
for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down. Handoff now to Robinson.
Okay. 3rd and 4, 3-yard in field goal range.
They're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, Robinson.
Get in there.
He'll be stopped well
Okay.
short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We're in field goal range, so it don't matter.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets
you know
stacked
what?
up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage.
Just
Just
be
too many
safe, I'm gonna
bodies
call
to
time.
maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
I mean, I could have made it, but I just wanted to be extra careful.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. One more time with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
There we go, wide open. Awesome.
Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a wide open back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
It's a nice play. Ooh.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. They
start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up a throw. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
All right, so we got a minute 24.
Past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now
Give
they
me an
double
easy
it
peasy
and
game
get
here
10
tonight.
here.
Just gotta keep that clock moving.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stidham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Stidham. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Stidham. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stidham going back to the air. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. And you'd have to figure he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so because they have momentum going in their direction. They move the ball that way on their last drive.
Time to do some work.
You know they're trying to lock this game down, but also don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well. So they can't just
30 to 45. We cannot afford to lose this game tonight.
Either way, look to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. And
Injury
for one of the
timeout.
first
Rip.
times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
That's a rip. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell.
Boom.
Taking a shot
Get in
for
there.
Samuel.
Get in there.
And that
Nope.
will be incomplete.
Come
Trying
on.
to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll go play action. Howell.
Boom. Catch.
Well, this is taken in.
Boom.
It's complete.
1st and 10. Let's go.
To the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33
medium,
yards that time.
Yeah, we're gonna substitute.
How it's been all game long. This defense has
Just
been
be on the
a
safe
step too
side.
slow. And here they're burned again.
I'm sure he'll be okay
Another
next
big
week.
play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So
Brandon, I've got to think this
we're
offensive
going
line has got
to
some smiles
do
on its
this
faces.
again.
And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box
Run up the
coming
middle.
after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and 3.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Boom. Let's go. No, come on now.
Incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively,
Get that 1st
they got
down.
their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the
Gotta get that
scoreboard,
1st
they're
down.
gonna keep the offense out there and go for it
Boom.
here on 4th.
Let's go.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the
1st and 10.
25-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to
we are in
stop
field goal
you?
range.
You're taking charge. We know that old expression,
I
it's
want
not my
to
night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Boom.
Every time
Catch it. Catch it.
Somebody's
Nice.
there defensively. That was the same case on
Okay,
that
first and goal.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Get in
Able
there.
to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Get in there. Go.
Robinson
Go.
is in. Touchdown, Washington.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Stidham. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Slide for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Third and 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
You know, that would have been a great interception.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but
come
to
on,
keep firing.
defense.
And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
There we go. Nice.
And he'll
Boom.
go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. This will go
Nicely
as an
done.
11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Nice. 4th and goal. They're going to field goal it. Nope. They'll go for it. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Here we go. Stidham on 4th down. And it's incomplete.
Good.
They cannot convert, and they turn
Nicely
it over.
done. Nicely
They
done.
can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs
Run the
is a
clock
recent
down.
example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Fights through him.
Here we go. 1st down.
And able to break one
Nope.
tackle, but then
Okay.
quickly brought down.
That's all right.
A nice little gain.
Run it again.
Still
Let's
a few
go.
inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Get the 1st down.
Straight
Boom.
ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this
Keep on
time.
going.
A gain of 5,
run the clock
good
down.
enough for the first down.
Run it down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned
Wide
to.
open.
And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And quickly, they get to the line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give up the middle to Gibson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football.
Hello, Leslie. Good to see ya. Long time no see. How you doing? Good morning.
Now they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
How you doing?
A handoff for Gibson, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
Get in there.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Can we get one more in?
Beyond the tone setting right now.
Can we get one more in?
All day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Yeah.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Why not? I'm a meanie. Why not? 20 seconds. Get in there. Get in there. Nice.
Take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Boom.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Sorry, Denver.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
But not today.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
I could have called a timeout too. But
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
I'm having fun. Why not? Okay, 13 seconds left of this game. And we're going to put this in the books. Can I get a GG in the chat?
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Nope.
For a lot of coaches,
Ball game. 3.
don't forget what
Come on, get that ball.
Exactly. Take a great look at that
2.
scoreboard.
Yep. We're
Realize
done.
how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
By the offense too. I mean, really, Charles,
I played Fortnite earlier for 5 hours today. It was fun. Plus a 2-hour stream.
Both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.
Yeah.
A complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, cats, dogs, and so much more. It's been a fun stream. It's been a great stream. We'll do this again soon. Good to see you right at the end there, Leslie. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We'll be back tomorrow night playing Fortnite. It's Mastery Monday. Try to get some more sprites. Thank you. So thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Glad you enjoyed the stream. We'll do this again next Sunday for sure. Thursday night will be football. Wednesday's Minecraft. Tuesday is Fortnite. And Friday will be a special panel stream. And Thursday will be another football game. So be sure to hit that like button, share this out, subscribe. It's free. Ring that bell for all notifications. Check out the Discord server if you're interested. Anything else? I'll see you all tomorrow. Check out the community tab for the schedule. It's there. So on that note, this is Nora. I'm signing off. You guys have an awesome night. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Respect one another. Wash your hands. Drink your soap. There's a lot of sickness going on. Always wash your hands and drink your soap. Stay healthy. And y'all have a good one. Take care.